Good morning. It's Vijay here. Welcome to yet another episode of Pre-Market Commentary. Today is Tuesday, 17th of June, 2025. What a day it was yesterday. It was very fearful on Friday. All kinds of people came up with all kinds of explanation saying that Monday will be a black Monday, and lo and behold, it was not so. So I've just put the title as from Baron Rothschild, who said that that you should buy when the cannons are firing and sell when the trumpets are blowing. Basically, what he meant was during war times you should be buying, and then you should be selling when peace is announced. Baron Rothschild's another comment is buy when there is blood on the streets, even if the blood is your own. Now, it's very easy to say this. In practice, it's very difficult because if you look at it yesterday morning, there was heavy selling across the board, especially in the mid caps, small caps, and micro caps. The large caps recovered quickly enough in the first 1 hour. They recovered, but the mid caps, small caps, and micro caps took a long time to recover. One of those days when the frontline indices like Nifty and Bank Nifty did well, better than the broader market. The advance declines, for instance, yesterday advances beat declines almost by very little margin, I would say. So there was a lot of nervousness. Volumes were low. So generally, people are very scared because the scaremongers are plenty. There's nobody willing to look at it away from what is happening. Geopolitics is okay. It is demanding attention, but how much attention we should give is a question of qualitative assessment. So yesterday we were bullish right from start, and I've been mentioning this over the weekend, and it paid off. Now, what are we going to do today? Today, every hour there is something new coming up, but then we have to go by what price tells us. If you look at what Asian markets are doing as of now, Japan is about up 200 points. Hang Seng is flat. Then you have Singapore and Kospi, both of them are up. So while the GIFT Nifty is talking of a negative opening, we need to consider what will happen after the first hour. So yesterday, as I said, markets are weak, and it saw all-round gain at the end of the day, which is what is expected because a lot of short selling happened in the first few hours, first few minutes, and so 46 out of the 50 Nifty stocks closed in the green, which is a very good sign. Banks and RIL were the top contributors. In terms of stocks, Tata Motors ended at top Nifty loser because there is some uh, outlook from JLR which is very muted, so it went down by 4%. IGL, because of a change in policy from the Delhi government, IGL is a hostage to Delhi government policy, so they changed it. So 6% up on IGL. PI Industries, because it rose because Morgan Stanley upgraded the stock, so 4% up by the end of the day. Gold financiers are having a field day. They have done well in the past and continue to move up. And Supreme Industries were Atul, Hindustan Copper, MCX, GMR in airports were the other top mid cap gainers. We hold Hindustan Copper and we feel there is a long way to go go up. FIs and DIs, FIs continue to sell. DIs have continued to buy more than FIs. My only concern about DIs is that they're putting more and more money in the QIPs and where there are block deals. For instance, today there is a block deal of 9,000 and odd crores from Vishal Mega Mart. They had come with a 5,000 crore block deal, but somewhere I think they have got access to mutual fund money, and now they have increased their block deal to 9,000 and odd crores. 10,000 crores going into one company, which is in retail, which is very competitive, and where the promoters are looking for an exit is not a good sign, in my opinion, as far as the mutual fund administration is concerned. So US markets went up through the day, but last half an hour they came down. The fall on Friday was more severe than the rise yesterday. Today again in the morning, the Dow futures, S&P, and Nasdaq futures are all down significantly. That is because Trump has left the G7 meeting midway, saying that he has to oversee what is going to happen between Iran and Israel. So there could be a lot of confusion in the markets today, and before the US markets open. So other global cues or US dollar index should have risen, it didn't rise. Bond yield should have shot up, didn't happen. This is a very familiar pattern. Normally, the yield should have risen, dollar index should have risen, Brent crude should have risen, but actually it didn't rise as much as what people think. So that is a very strange thing, but I think the market is thinking that this conflict will not last long. So what are the stocks to watch among others? Z Entertainment, they came up with the promoters are putting money into the company, which is always a good sign at around 132. So which means 132 should form a base for Z going into the future. Biocon, they're coming with a QIP of about 4,500 crores. The base price is 340. Biocon is one which has not performed for a long time, but we have held on it with the faith that this year it should start performing. Z Entertainment also we bought it last week based on momentum. Biocon we based on fundamentals, and this is what the Vishal Mega Mart I was talking about. So that may be under pressure in my opinion, but if it gets subscribed, then things may be much better. So this is a report from Reuters where Tehran supposed to have asked Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and Oman to press President Trump to look for a immediate ceasefire. Now, so if that happens, then markets will fly, and there may be a lot of selling at the people who have bought now or who are buying now may be coming to sell, but we don't know yet because this is only one-sided request. Whether actually it will happen or not, we don't know, but we should be prepared for something good to come. So finally, I leave with this thought that Warren Buffett once said, "Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy only when others are fearful." Today, in the last few days, in fact, last few weeks and last few months, right from February, people are very fearful. And if you have been greedy, I think things have worked out better. Now, this period is also a time when people are going to be fearful. People will sell at any first sign of some bombing, new bombing. But I think we should heed the legends who made their money by being greedy when the others are fearful, and exactly opposite. So we are cautious. We'll wait for the first 1 hour and maybe at least first half an hour, and then take a call on the market. So whatever you hope it is successful. Thank